Good evening. This is Gary Lindner, physiologist and self-care doc, and I'm happy to see you all at this evening's Healthy by Choice class. And tonight we're going to talk about air matters and air pollution, not so much outside, but inside our homes. But first, we're going to do a little bit of review, as we usually do, of what we discussed in some of our previous classes. And the self-care awakening really is about some really simple concepts that any one of us can do to be healthier. And I don't think any of us, I think every one of us would agree we can't put a price on our health, because without it, we really don't have much of anything. And the problem that we're talking about here really is chronic diseases and how they affect us. It's not I don't think there's anyone on tonight that joining us tonight on the class that hasn't been affected by chronic disease, either personally or with a family member, a friend, other people that you care about. And really, what we want to do is reduce that and live a really healthy, vibrant life and a healthy lifestyle. So each week we talk about specific problems, and we first become aware of the problem. Then we define why we may have the problem, and then we give some solutions for the problem and how we can address this through the concept of the Nikan Wellness Home, so that we can all be healthy by choice and not leave our health to chance. So the biggest problem we have, I see, is chronic disease. It is a growing global problem. Currently, 50% of adults worldwide have at least one chronic disease, and 1 in 3 suffer with two or more. Chronic diseases are leading cause of death and disability worldwide, accounting for about 70% of deaths. And these disease rates and these conditions are accelerating globally and advancing across every region and pervading all socioeconomic classes. Now, chronic diseases have interrelated risk factors, and we're going to talk about some of those. And chronic diseases are also largely preventable. Yet we spend nearly 90% of our healthcare dollar on treating these diseases. The World Health Organization and the Centers for Disease Control both agree that 80 to 85% of these chronic issues could be prevented. These are the diseases we're talking about: heart disease, stroke, cancer, chronic respiratory problems, and type 2 diabetes. These are the top five globally and account for a major portion of poor quality of life and death. So, the problem, why do we have these problems? It's pretty simple. And if we look at these four different factors, each of these individually are enough to elicit a chronic problem. But in combination, they're almost exponential in their ability for onset of chronic diseases. So most of us don't drink enough water, and we live our lives in a state of chronic dehydration. The average adult sleeps less than 7 hours per night when we should be getting at least 8. We have weight issues because we aren't well hydrated, we don't get enough sleep, and our food choices, and we actually consume way too much sugar, 153 grams of sugar per day. 200 years ago, we consumed 9 grams of sugar a day. So that's a lot of sugar that we've added to our diet, and with the resulting poor health effects. And we live in a toxic world, and each of us have more than 200 contaminants in our bodies. So 93% of us also have BPAs. Now, this is what we call our body burden or pollution in people. And there's numbers of different ways that we get that. And one of these ways is through the air we breathe. Also the things we touch and what we ingest as far as in food and beverages. But tonight we're going to talk about air matters and how can be affect our health. So here's the problem. Air pollution is the fourth highest risk factor for death globally, and by far the leading environmental risk factor for disease. The air within our homes and other buildings can be more seriously polluted than our outdoor air, even in the largest and most industrialized cities. Pollutants can be 2 to 5 times higher inside than outside. And we spend nearly 90% of our time indoors. And I might also add, who spends most of their time indoors? Usually the very young, the very old, or the sick or the infirm. So 50% of all illnesses are aggravated by polluted air, according to the American College of Allergies. Inhaled lead products are a serious health hazard. Estimated 83% of privately owned and 86% of public buildings still contain lead-based paints. The EPA ranked indoor air quality fourth in cancer risk among the top 13 environmental problems analyzed. Nationwide studies show that when particulate matter goes up in air pollution, premature deaths go up. So where does the where does all this air pollution come from in our homes? Basically from construction and furniture materials, lead, formaldehyde, volatile organic compounds that are off-gassing, adhesive, finishes, paints. Our heating and air conditioning can be sources of pollen, mold spores, pet hair, and dander, and air pollution from outdoors as well. Our household products, our solvents, insecticides, herbicides, the cleansers we use, disinfectants we use, aerosols, sewer gas, mildew, chloroform from chlorinated water in our bathrooms, in our kitchen, food waste, cooking orders, vapors, and smoke. And many times our carpeting, our clothing, and our bedding contribute to this poor indoor air quality as well. So symptoms that you have poor indoor air quality might be you have headaches often, irritation of your eyes, maybe not enough energy, fatigue, dry throats, being congested, dizziness or nausea. And we have some simple common sense steps that we can do to reduce this indoor air pollution. First, don't store chemicals, solvents, glues, or pesticides in your house. Maximize the risk of deadly carbon monoxide gas by properly maintaining and venting heating equipment, wood stoves, fireplaces, chimneys, and vents, and installing carbon monoxide alarms in all levels of your home. Remove sources of these air contaminants, buy organic furniture not treated with chemicals, and avoid harsh chemical air fresheners and cleaning products. And just some common sense things like don't idle your car in your garage or run fuel burning power equipment or light a barbecue grill in your garage, basement, or in confined spaces near your home. And also clean the air using air filters. So some important basics about different air filtration devices, because there's a number of them on the market, but usually portable units are best. Get one with a HEPA filter, a high efficiency filtration of less than 3 microns, which can take out viruses, carbon dust, and fine combustion smoke. Air filters that deliberately produce ozone, and they're sometimes called ozone generators or ionizers, you want to avoid those. Basically, what they're doing is producing ozone, which can have deleterious effects on your health as well. But look for a system that's cost effective and quiet, and one that's ease of operation and maintenance. The choice we have for the wellness home, for the Nikan Wellness Home, is the Kenko Air Purifier. This is an incredible machine, and we're going to talk a little bit about it with you this evening. And just to let you know, not all air filters are the same. The Kenzen air purification is patented, and it produces negative ions. This is a great feature. It gives the feeling of being in nature, like in a forest or by a lake or by the ocean. This is called Shinrin Yoku, or forest bathing in Japan. And it's very relaxing. Many times when people enter Heather and I's home, and we have 3 Kenko air purifiers in the home, they comment. They say, "Wow, it just feels so relaxing in here," and that's the negative ions. It also has a multiple stage filtration that captures up to 99.97% of 0.3 micron particles in the air. We have a reusable pre-filter. Our outer filters are replaceable. And the Kenko Air Purifier is made with recyclable materials to be environmentally friendly. We have a particulate sensor. Now, this is a great feature that detects ambient pollution levels and operates automatically. This can be placed on manual operation when desired. This is a great feature when our dog Kenko walks by our Kenko Air Purifier. We named our dog Kenko after so many of our Niken products. It just kind of ramps up to clean the air as she goes by, and maybe a little pet dander, especially if she's shaking and well, she's just being Kenko. She's a very active dog, but the point here being, it's nice to have a system that's detecting that pollution level and ramping up automatically to provide us with a healthier air. We also have an air quality display that shows your room air quality. It shows blue when the quality is good, and shows red when it needs to be purified a little more. So the Kenko Air Purifier is also Energy Star qualified. It's 35% more efficient than standard models. It saves about 250 kilowatt hours per year. Uh, it's achieved with environmentally friendly technology to use only 55 watts to cover a 313 square foot area. So the problem that we're talking about here in the self-care awakening, most of us live our lives in a state of chronic dehydration. We need to drink more water. The average adult sleeps less than 7 hours per night. We have weight issues. We consume way too much sugar, and we carry a body burden of at least 200 contaminants. The solution is drink half your body weight in ounces of water each day, get at least 8 hours of sleep each night, reduce consumption to a healthy level of 25 grams of sugar a day for women and 36 grams a day for men, and reduce your body burden of environmental toxins. The Niken Wellness Home is the solution for all these challenges and the reasons for that chronic disease is such rampant on our planet. And it really uses science and technology to replicate nature so you can be healthy by choice and not leave your health to chance. So we see the Kenko Air Purifier here, so we can breathe healthier air. But also we have our water products, our water pack to give you hydrating water, a great sleep at night with a Niken sleep pack, relief from discomfort, a little more energy with natural energy products in our energy pack, and we have core nutrition to help us as well to achieve and maintain a healthy weight. The other cool thing about the Niken Wellness Home is that any home can be a wellness home. Our motto, our mission is every home a wellness home. So we invite you to join our global wellness community. You have two options. You can register as a customer. That's free. There's no obligation. That gives you direct ability to order Niken products through your own self-care portal. And you have first access to new products and any special offers that Niken may have. You can also join our team and as enroll as a consultant. That's $99 plus tax. You get your free personal web page. You have retail profits of 20%, commissions up to another 20%, and you'll have the support of our entire team to help you be healthier and help you help others be healthy by choice as well. So we have some things that you can download from our web page, a site that Heather created called the selfcarehub.com. And here's uh, a way to track your self-care journey. And especially if you're new to this, you can track your sleep habits and how much you're sleeping tonight and how you felt, if you got a good night's sleep, how much sugar you're eating on a daily basis. And that's something I would recommend everybody do. And also how much water you're drinking. Are you drinking enough water? Are you drinking half your body weight in ounces per day? And also some physical activity. And this is a great way to start your healthy lifestyle with the Niken Wellness Home. Also and especially until these things become habits, become habits in your healthy lifestyle. So you can download those at the selfcarehub.com. You can also download an electronic copy of our popular magazine, The Self-Care Awakening. And you can also there subscribe to our weekly blog, The Impetus. The Impetus will give you information, much that we like talk about on these classes. And in each week, we actually write about what we're going to talk about or the subject for our next class on Tuesday evenings. So I thank you for joining us this evening, and some coming attractions. We're going to talk about one of my favorite subjects, sleep matters, on next Tuesday on this same channel. And I invite you to join us. Until then, be healthy by choice and don't leave your health to chance. Thank you.